Hi Thibaut, it's Sunny. What about playing tennis?
Yeah, it's a very good idea. Next year, I would like to play rugby. I like this sport because there is a good team spirit and it is a physical sport. It allows the surpassing of oneself.
Oh, you're right, this sport seems so attractive, but I believe it's as fascinating as disturbing. You may have heard of concussion. Do you know what is it?
Yeah, I heard about it, but it is certainly for professional players.
I don't think so. Concussion is the consequence of a student fall a violent blow to the head. Unfortunately, it's very common in rugby, including among amateur players.
I understand what you mean. Symptoms are loss of consciousness during a few minutes, and it is possible to suffer from headache, neck pain, confusing, and trouble concentrating.
I think it's important to recognize the symptoms in order to be treated quickly, because the consequences can be dramatic. The number of concussions has doubled in 5 years because rugby is more violent. As you may know, it's modern rugby. Before, the strikers were more injured than the defenders. Today, it's the opposite, and physical contact have become very dangerous. In addition, I noticed that the players are more muscular than before, so the impacts are more violent.
You are right. Today, rugby is more a contact sport than an avoidance sport. To protect players, the International Rugby Federation has set up a protocol to detect concussion. After the impact, the player must leave the pitch for 10 minutes. In the locker room, he has to answer several questions to make sure the answers are consistent. For example, what day it is, who are we playing against, what is the score of the match. Then, balance and memorization tests are made. If all the criteria are validated, the player is allowed to come back to the pitch.
However, this protocol is criticized because 34% of concussed players have returned to the pitch. It's incomprehensible. It may a Windows dressing protocol. I think about a well-known big example of Jamie Cudmore player. During the European Cup final in April 2005, despite an impact to the head, he returned to the pitch. He suffered from a headache and he became very sensitive to music, noise and light. The cries of the children also became unbearable to him. Moreover, an English scientific report about rugby has reckoning discussions. It has shown that concussions are the first cause of injury among rugby players. The violent impact as the KO are definitely increased with growth of 7% year. Between 45% and 50% of professional rugby players have already suffered from at least one concussions. About 30% more than two. I also think the most disturbing is the repetition of brain impact thousand players' career. They probably cause the risk of memory impairment, headaches, and tiredness. Unfortunately, there is no study about the aging of rugby players, so nobody knows.
According to his doctor, the media twist the vision of rugby. There are very few long-term consequences. Most players age well. There are very few disabled players. They said that alcoholism after match is more dangerous than impact.
The scientific study we are not certain of anything. I think rugby has many values. It is the school of life, but it should not become the school of the this. It would be interesting to create an association to make players aware of the danger concussions. Players should learn to recognize the symptoms.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Progress has been made. The rules have changed for children, such as requirements of a game of touching without tackling to limit contact, which favor avoidance. There should also be a better tackle technical, because 85% of the concussion are due to a bad tackle.
I completely agree with you. Rugby education needs a reconstruction in order to ensure safety and to reduce the risks of injury. For example, appropriate equipment, rugby, educational resource. In other words, rugby might be adapted to different age levels.
Other sports are probably affected by concussion, for instance, hockey, handball, even soccer with headbutt.
Why not organize a sporting event student? It will aim to raise student awareness of the harmful effect of concussions.
Okay, the sporting event will take place in stadiums, rugby pitch. Coaches and doctors will be present.
Our sponsorship could be University, Rugby Federation, the Town Hall and Decathlon to provide small gifts and exchange for the free advertising.
We could organize it in May because the weather is nice, the exams are over, and it will be a moment of relaxation. It will be friendly.
First, we have to make students want to participate in our sporting event. I think we have to do a present marketing campaign like advertising on the event, on the radio campus, and we must make flashy posters that catch the eye.
Next, we will put on a giant screen to broadcast rugby matches too. We will also broadcast testimonials from injured players and testimonials from doctors to learn how to recognize concussion.
We will end with a friendship drink while respecting the environment, such as recycling and zero waste. There will be homemade cakes.
We would have to meet our funders to be able to start organizing our sporting events. Let's not forget to call on a few volunteers who will be useful to us, for example, to control the crowd, take tickets, run the refreshments bar, etc.
Okay, we will make reverse cheerleading. I can make the eye-catching poster. I will solicit Decathlon because I know it certainly appreciates the athlete's health.
Our project is important because it is a societal issue.
Now, do you still want to play rugby next year?
Yeah, I'm very motivated. The most important thing is that I know the danger, so I will be careful.
Prevention is better than cure. Shall we buy tickets to support the Rugby World Cup in 2023?